let's follow suit and get into Shavasana as well, all of us. Take our cue. Hi, John. Let's lay on our backs. Legs slightly apart. Relax the legs, relax the toes. Allow them to fall open to the sides. I know sometimes we lay in Shavasana and somehow we're still holding tension in the body, pushing through the heels or holding tension in the legs or the arms. Feel free to scan your body here, looking for that tension so we can let it go. Whenever we find an area that feels a little stiff, let's give it permission to loosen up, to soften. And let's start bringing our attention onto the breath. And this happened, I think, last week as well. My neighbor's dog thinks this is the perfect time for barking. I think he senses that there's a beautiful dog also practicing there with Gabby. He wants to practice with us. I don't know. But if he's very noisy, just, let's accept that he wants in. And some people would argue that sometimes the more distractions there are, that's the best way to actually focus into your yoga practice and to learn to detach from those external stimuli. Softening the body, breathing in through the nose and out through the nose as well. Let's bring the feet together, raise the arms above the head and take a nice stretch. Push through the heels, through the palms of the hands, and exhale, release, bend the knees. And let's roll to the right side on the mat. Using the hands, press on the floor. And come meet me in a seated position. I'm so sure that he knows, you have no idea. Legs are crossed or any other comfortable symmetric position. Hands on your knees or Chin Mudra. Or you can turn the palms up if that feels better for you. Let's take a few more natural breaths here. Sitting upright. Relax the body. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. And let's connect with the image that we are being pulled up from above. As if we are a puppet and there's an invisible string attached to the crown of our head. That it's pulling us up. So we remain upright without excessive tension. See if you can find that sweet spot between maintaining your posture and relaxing into it. Breathing in, the belly expands, and breathing out, the navel falls towards the spine. And let's take a few deep breaths, filling the stomach with air, expanding the belly, filling the lungs and allowing the rib cage to expand as well. Filling the throat, the clavicles raise. And exhale from stomach, lungs and throat. Keep breathing. breathe in deeply. And breathing naturally. Again, let's open the eyes. Raise the arms above our head, interlace the fingers, turn the palms up, and push that ceiling away. Push, push, push. Release the left hand down on the mat by your side. Pull up again through the right arm. And let's take a side bend to the left, finding length in the right side of the body. And keep the right hip on the mat. So we're looking to find two opposite forces. Your hip, your sit bone pulls down onto the mat and your arm stays active, pulling away, finding length in the right side. Inhale, coming up, both arms up. Take a stretch here again. Let's release the right arm now. Inhale again, pull through the left arm, and let's bend. The left sit bone now grounds firmly onto the mat. Left arm pulls away, finding length in that left side of the body. Keep the chest open. Make sure that you can look up at the ceiling and that you can breathe. If we can't breathe, maybe we went too far. Inhale, coming up. Both arms up. Take one more stretch. Exhale, release, interlace the hands in front of your body. Turn the palms out, push away. Separating the shoulder blades. You may feel it in the shoulders a bit, especially if it's been a while since you practice. Push away, navel in, and hands push away. And release, spine straight, interlace the hands behind the body. Straighten the elbows, keep the chest open and lift as much as we can. It doesn't have to be a lot. And release. Let's come on all fours for a couple rounds of cat and cow. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hip bones. So the knees are always slightly apart. Make sure the knees are not together, they're slightly apart. Gently press on the hands. Make sure your fingers are spread wide apart. The elbow crease facing the top edge of your mat. And on the inhale, gently project your chest forward, becoming long. And then maybe we can find a small arch in the back. Exhale, curl the back like a cat, lifting the navel towards the spine. Back stretch. Inhale, project the chest forward, open the heart, draw the shoulder blades towards each other. Exhale. Inhale. So find the bend in the shoulders as well. It's not just the back, it's the hips, it's the heart, it's the shoulders. Lifting the navel towards the spine now. And the shoulders also protract. Last one with your breath. And come back to a neutral position. Maybe bring the knees just slightly closer to each other for balance. And when we're ready, lift the right arm in front of you, parallel to the floor. Find your core and keep the spine neutral so we don't slouch here. Spine is neutral, and lift the left leg, opposite leg. So arm and leg are opposite. You could lift the same side, but it's trickier. Push through the left heel. The toes point down at the mat. And once again, check with your core and your spine. It's possible that we are overarching. If that's the case, maybe tuck the tailbone in ever so slightly and find a neutral position. Let's lower the right hand on the mat. Keep the leg extended. Open the pelvis to the side. So your toes are now open to the left side of the body. And both elbows are straight. Push through the hands. And see if you can kick your left leg to the side, if you have space. Breathe. My belly is making sounds. And slowly kick back. Square the pelvis. Release the leg. Take a breath. Check on the other side. And if you don't have space, then crawl back. I don't have space. I have a wall here. And whenever you're ready, same thing. We're going to lift now the left arm in front of us. And when you're ready, the right leg. Check with the spine. Check that we are not overarching or collapsing. Engage the core. Bring the belly in. And push through the back heel. Let's lower the left hand and open the pelvis to the side. The right toes point out. And whenever we're ready, let's kick that leg. Keep both elbows straight, pressing onto the mat. Breathe. Kicking back. Point the toes down and release the leg. And take a breath here. On your next inhale, curl the toes. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling. Find your downward facing dog. If you need to shorten or widen the stance between your hands and feet, you can do that. And we can begin to bicycle the legs. Find a stretch in the hamstrings, the calves. Focus on lifting the hips towards the ceiling so the spine is neutral. And sink the chest between the shoulders. It doesn't matter if the heels touch the mat or not. Prioritize the length of the spine, the length of the sides of the body. Now, if you were bicycling the legs, let's stay still in place. Look at your hands. And let's transfer our body weight forward. Bring the belly in and maybe round your spine. Transferring the body weight forward all the way. Bend the knees, but don't place them on the mat. And let's roll all the way back. Strong. Once again, let's transfer our body weight forward. Push on the mat, protract the shoulders. Drop the knees right above the mat and rotate, push back into downward facing dog. One last time, transfer your body weight forward. Bending the knees, roll all the way back. Now look at your hands and walk towards them. Let's take it halfway up. Inhale, hands on the mat or on your legs. Straighten the spine, open the heart, collarbone wide. And exhale, fold. Inhale, let's roll all the way up. To take the sun salutation, Find the stance that works for you, so either feet together or parallel to each other underneath your hips. Hands in prayer in front of the heart. Tuck the tailbone in, ribcage in, and drop the shoulders away from your ears. Connect with the breath. And on the next inhale, lift the arms up. Maybe add a gentle arch. Exhale, fold forward. Keep the spine straight as long as you can. Hands next to the feet. Right foot back, knee on the mat, look in front. Hold the breath, plank. Knees, chest and forehead or chin down. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward between the hands. Smile. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Exhale, prayer. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Hold, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, forehead or chin down. Inhale, cobra. Drop the shoulders. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale, up. Exhale, prayer. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right foot back. Hold plank. Your choice, chaturanga or knees, chest and chin down. Your choice, cobra or upward facing dog. Downward facing. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left. Inhale, up. Exhale, pray. Inhale, up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left. Hold your breath, plank. Your choice, chaturanga or knees, chest and chin. Your choice, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Take a fold here. Inhale, up. Exhale, prayer. And let's catch our breath. Notice any changes in the breath that took place during the sun salutation. Any changes in your body, in your heart. Let's make a conscious intention to neutralize those changes again. To allow the breath to flow naturally and calmly again. To allow the heartbeat to return back to normal. Release the hands down if they were at heart. And let's step back with the left foot and open the toes to the side for warrior two. So find your stance for warrior two. The heel of the front foot in line with the arch of the back foot. You can place your hands on your waist or hips to begin with. And on the exhale, let's bend the front knee 90 degrees. So we're bringing the front knee above the right ankle. Inhale, coming up. And let's make sure that we are only moving from the waist down. So only the legs are moving. Our torso doesn't sway to the sides. The torso stays perpendicular to the floor. And just the knee, exhale, bends to stand on top of the right ankle. If you need to adjust your stance, you can always do that. Inhale up. And exhale, warrior two. Extend the arms shoulder height. Maybe gently tuck the tailbone in if you see that you are pushing back too much. Tuck it in, ribcage in. Relax the shoulders. Look at your front hand. And just like we did before when we were sitting in a side bend, find the opposite forces in this pose. So your legs are grounding down through the mat. The crown of your head pulling up towards the ceiling. Your arms pulling to the sides, and at the same time, your center pulling in to the core, bringing it all together. So we're pulling out, we're pulling in. Let's turn the right palm up. Left hand comes on the left leg. Inhale, keep the front knee bent. Reverse warrior. Let's find again another side bend. See if you can look up at the ceiling. Keep the chest open. And on your next exhale, warrior two. Inhale here. And exhale into side angle with the right elbow on the right thigh. Or if you can go deeper, right hand on the mat. You can also bring the left arm overhead if that feels okay for you. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands on the mat. Step back, plank. You choose how you lower knees, chest or chin, or chaturanga, cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Let's lift the left leg up and step the left foot between the hands. Open the right toes to the side and let's take warrior two on the other side. Find your stance. The hands can come on your waist. Let's extend both knees. And exhale, bring the left knee on the left ankle. So from here you can begin to pay attention to your tailbone and what's happening as we bend the knee. Inhale, coming up. And exhale with control, bending the knee, making sure the knee points in the same direction as the toes. Inhale. And once again, exhale, find your warrior two. Arms shoulder height, relax the shoulders, extend through the fingertips, keep the arms active, look at the front hand. And feel that expansion through your body. And at the same time, that core that pulls in, that maintains the integrity of the pose. Let's turn the left palm up. Inhale, reverse warrior. Keep the front knee bent. Warrior two. Inhale here. Exhale, side angle with the left elbow on the left thigh, or if you like to go deeper, left hand on the mat, right arm up towards the ceiling or overhead, your choice. Inhale, warrior two. Exhale, hands on the mat. Step back, plank. Chaturanga or Ashtanga Namaste, your choice. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. And breathe here. Count the breath. Push up through the hips, long spine, long sides of the body. Firm the legs. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Exhale, step the right foot between the hands. Let's come up to standing and let's align the front heel to the heel of the back foot and turn the left toes diagonally forward to the corner of the mat. So if the stance heel to heel is too much or if you feel unbalanced, you can always separate the stance a little bit sideways. Now pull the right hip back and rotate the left hip forward. So the pelvis is, yes, square to the front of the mat. Once we are here, you can keep the hands on the waist if you like. Let's bend the front knee as we exhale. And this would be the stance for warrior one. Inhale, coming up. And exhale, bend that front knee. And you may notice as we bend the front knee that the pelvis wants to open to the sides. Keep the pelvis square, pushing back through the back foot. Inhale, coming up. And we'll go once again. As we exhale, find your warrior one. Push back through the back leg to the edge of the foot. The front thigh doesn't need to be parallel to the ground if that's too wide a stance. And from here, let's lift the arms up. Palms face each other, or they can touch if you like. Look at your hands. Find a neutral pelvis here, so we are not overarching the lower back. And maybe sit a little deeper into the pose. Look at your hands. Breathe. Strong in the back leg. On your next exhale, both hands down on the mat, next to the right foot, step back plank. Chaturanga or Ashtanga Namaste. Cobra or up dog. Downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up. Exhale left foot between the hands. Come up to standing. And let's build the base for our warrior one, on this side. So alignment heel to heel or a little wider if we need to. And find your stance. You can always change that. Pelvis square to the front of the mat. Pull the left hip back. Rotate the right hip forward and push through the back foot as well. Exhale, bend the front knee. Push through the back foot. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knee. Inhale. One more exhale, find your warrior one. Adjust the pelvis, push through the back foot to the edge, to the outer edge of the right foot. Lift the arms up, palms face each other or they touch. Look at your hands. Find a neutral spine as much as possible. Push through the back foot. And maybe sit a little deeper. Warrior one, breathe. On your next exhale, hands down on the mat. Step back plank. Chaturanga or Ashtanga Namaskara. Up dog or cobra. Downward facing dog. And let's drop the knees to the mat. Sit all the way down on the heels. Rest the forehead on the mat. Child pose. Find your breath. And turn the attention inwards. Come back home. Into that core. Let's walk the hands towards ourselves and come to stand on the knees. We'll take Camel Pose. Knees are slightly apart, so right under your hip bones. The knees are not together, they're slightly apart. And we can start with the hands on the hips, on the lower back, whatever it feels best. I saw that Gabby's friend moved the camera. And let's inhale, lift through the ribcage first. And gently push the hips forward, activate the glutes. And become long. There's no need to go too deep. Just keep pushing the hips forward and keep pulling up through the crown of the head. Glutes are active, legs are very active. Aim to simply open that heart, finding space in the abdomen, in the throat. And on your next inhale, with control, with that core that keeps integrity together, let's gently come back up. We'll take camel again, and it's your choice to either keep your hands on the lower back or in prayer or on your ankles if you like. Once you get into the pose, listen to your body. And as we inhale, once again, firm the legs, activate the glutes, lift through the rib cage. So we're not dumping on the lower back. Lift, lift, lift as much as you can. There's no need to go too deep. With control. And if we can drop the hands to the soles of the feet or the ankles, we can do that, but keep pushing the hips forward. Inhale with control, coming up. Beautiful. Sit on the heels and let's release into child pose. Let's make gentle movements. Sometimes after a back bend, when we release into a forward fold, the lower back area can be a bit sensitive, so take it slow. Find your child pose. Let's see if we can direct every inhale to the lower back, to the back of the rib cage, finding expansion in the back of the body. Let's gently walk the hands towards ourselves. And let's extend the legs in front of the body. So we can take a spinal twist to further stabilize the back after the bend. Make sure we're sitting on the sit bones. Let's bend the right knee and bring the right foot next to the inner side of the left leg. So we're not crossing this time. Keep pushing through the heel of the left foot and the left toes are pointing up. Bring the right hand behind your body. Same hand as the knee that is up. Left arm up, inhale, elongate. And as we exhale, twist to the right. And we can either hug the right knee to our chest or lock the left elbow outside of the right knee. Yes. And kind of push with the left elbow. Look behind you. And keep the left leg active. The left toes are still pointing up. Let's release to center and change the leg. Left leg comes in, left hand behind the body. Let's activate the right leg, push through the right heel, right toes point up, lift the right arm up, inhale, elongate. And exhale, twist into the left, either hug the leg or use the arm to push against the resistance of the leg so you can twist back, widen the collarbone, keep the spine neutral, crown of the head lifting up, and breathe deeply. And inhale, come to center. And we will lay down on our back. Today's a little shorter. Let's just hug the knees to our chest. And we'll prepare for our Shavasana. We'll take just a happy baby here. So separating the legs, catch the arch of your feet from the inside. See if you can bring your shins perpendicular to the floor. And with the weight of the hands, gently press the knees down towards the mat, towards your armpits. And breathe deeply into the hip area. Relax the shoulders. And drop the tailbone towards the mat. Let go of the feet and lift, extend the legs and the arms up towards the ceiling. And any energy that we have left here, let's shake it up. Let's shake the legs, shake the arms, shake it, shake it, shake it. And slowly, as we continue to gently shake the limbs, we can come down to find our Shavasana. Legs are slightly apart, toes fall open to the sides. Palms of the hands facing up. And let's gently lift the chest of the mat, just the chest, and kind of roll the shoulders back and down so we are not inadvertently closing the heart area. Make any adjustments that you need. And then allow the breath to flow. Allow the body to relax and enjoy the quiet. Slowly begin to bring awareness back inside your body. Maybe wiggle the fingers and toes. Bring the feet together, raise your arms above your head, interlace your fingers, give yourself a nice stretch. And exhale, release. Bend the knees, roll to the right side on your mat. Take a moment to breathe. Using the hands, slowly prop yourself up and come meet me in a seated position. Legs are crossed, spine straight. Hands on your knees or chin mudra or palms up. Your choice. Sitting upright, pulling up through the crown of the head. Relax the shoulders. Relax the legs. Chanting Om. Inhale. Slowly open your eyes. Hands to heart. Thank you, guys.